Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to more of me making bad decisions with my life and then it being documented. I'm just kidding. I did not make bad decisions. Actually, I made a pretty good decision. I went and got some Flower Beauty products from Walmart, and to my surprise, they were on clearance. They had a whole bunch of stuff on clearance, guys. They had like hard candy, Revlon, flour. Yeah, I tried getting more, but what we have here is the Flower Beauty Pore Perfect Instant Blur Stick and Multitasking Foundation. The Flower Pot Powder Blush in the shade Warm Hibiscus. And then the Light Illusion Luminous Makeup Nude Skin Feel All Day Wear Broad Spectrum SPF 18 Sunscreen Foundation. Whew. That was a mouthful. So, we have 3 new products that you will witness me trying out in this video. It is interesting. The outcome, also very interesting. Don't judge my eyeshadow. Me and BoxyCharm are not speaking because they sent me this. Just saying, okay. But that's beside the point. So, make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you hit that notification bell. And if you like this video and you want more videos like this, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and let me know down in the comments if there are any brands that you think are interesting that I haven't tried before. Let me know. Or if there's any new collections coming out, let me know. Also, if you know why Flower Beauty is on clearance at Walmart, let me know, because now I'm curious. Okay, enough rambling. Enjoy the video. All right, so I was at Walmart, and when I go to Walmart, I'm like that weirdo that like always goes to the makeup. Like, I will literally go to Walmart for dinner, y'all, like, no joke. And then for some reason, my first stop is always makeup. Now, I have seen a lot of a lot of stuff about Flower Beauty, and I was like, let's go see what they got. Well, I couldn't find the section. And then I was like, fine, let me go see if they have the new e.l.f. jelly stuff. Didn't have it. So then I'm like, you know what? Let me go look at their clearance. Let me tell you how all the Flowers stuff was on clearance. Okay, so they had the concealer, they had blush and contour, they had foundation, and then they also had a few they had a lipstick, but it had been used, and I don't know where that person may or may not have had their mouth before, and I was not about that life. And then the concealers were like deep. There is nothing about my face that's deep, okay? I'm like Casper the Friendly Ghost over here. And then the contour was deep, and I was like, ooh, that looks a little too orange for me. I'm not even gonna try. Because like deep contour tends to have an orangey undertone. I need a cool undertone. Because, again, I am Casper the Friendly Ghost over here. And then the one eyebrow pencil. They did have a eyeshadow palette, but when I tell you that thing was shattered, there was no saving that. And then they had one eyebrow pencil. And it was auburn. There's nothing about these brows that are auburn. So we got what we got, and we're gonna make do. I do want to say this was not used. This was actually sealed. I just dropped it earlier, and then I went to put the lid back on. I dropped it at my house, and I went to put the lid on. Okay, so this is a Pore Perfect Instant Blur Stick Multitasking Foundation in the shade Porcelain. and it's regular $12.98. I got it for $2. And then I got the Flower Pots Powder Blush in the shade Warm Hibiscus. And this was $4.50, and it's really pretty. And then I have the Light Illusion Luminous Makeup Nude Skin Feel. And I don't know what the shade is. It didn't say, but it's sealed. So we're going to go with that. It really just does not say. But it's $12.98 and we got it for $2.50. Oh, it's ivory. Derp. Okay. All right, so I'm going to start with the Instant Blur Stick. Oh, hold up. Y'all, let me find out. I've been using expensive primers when Flower Beauty has been making home runs. Oh, what the actual F? F. Oh. Oh, this is nice. And it doesn't feel greasy. Oh. I think that's my favorite part. Like, it doesn't feel greasy. Okay, so I'm an irresponsible human and I did not wet my beauty sponge. I'm gonna go wet my Morphe beauty sponge and I'll be back. We are gonna do, this feels really good. It almost half of my face. Keep in mind, this may or may not match me. I'm gonna do half of my face. That's actually a pretty good match. It's not the best match, but it's not the worst either. I think that should be enough. My mom did get the concealer though, so I'm gonna ask her how she likes it because they had one called Warm Honey. How do I open this? Oh, that's embarrassing. They had one called Warm Honey, and it did look like it would match her. So she got it. I never know how to use a stick foundation. I don't know if I like bounce it. It's actually a really good match. I don't know if I'm supposed to bounce it or smear it. Let's smear it. Okay. So right off the bat, I will say it's not the fullest coverage, but it does feel nice. Let's go in with a little more. This is not my shade. Like, it doesn't look bad. This is not my shade at all. No, it's not covering my little nose freckles. All right. It's very, very light coverage. Like, I'm not upset with it. I'm just gonna go in with more. Like, from what I can tell, maybe if no, that's not working either. I mean, it's not bad. It's definitely not my tone, my skin tone, which we can fix with bronzer. But it's not bad. Like, it doesn't feel heavy. Ooh. It doesn't feel heavy. It's not like greasy. It actually has a nice like feel to it. I mean, and it does cover, it's just not super full coverage. All right, so I'm gonna take a pump of this. Oh, okay. That was just like one little dot. This is, I don't know how I feel about this either though. This is slightly closer in yeah, neither of these match me. It's okay, I know how to fix that. I mean, it doesn't look awful. It just doesn't match me. I feel like it matches me a little bit better than this one though. Ooh, this is very glowy. But they both feel good. Neither of them look bad. We're gonna look close up. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna finish my makeup first in a second, but I'm gonna be honest. I feel like this is more of like a tinted foundation, like a tinted moisturizer. This is very dewy. This actually, you know what this reminds me of? The L'Oreal True Match Lumi. I can work with that though. I actually really like that. Not even gonna lie. All right, so I'm gonna finish my makeup. I feel like with an actual primer, I would like this even more. I'm gonna finish my makeup and I will be back to try out, and we're back. If you're wondering why my makeup looks sloppy AF, it's because it is. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I have really tried with this palette. I've used it like 5 times now, and every time it just gets worse and worse. And I'm at this point, I'm just like, okay. So we're gonna apply some blush, and then we're gonna talk. Hopefully the blush works out. Ooh, okay. Okay, at least we have that going. I almost don't even want to put mascara on right now. First, I know this is like the brightest color lipstick anyone's ever seen me wear on my channel, besides red. This is Jeffree Star 818. I ordered it. And I know I can make it work. I need to figure out how. But that's not why we're here. Okay. We're gonna, yeah. Okay. This side. Let's touch on this first. I don't hate it. It has a very natural looking finish once I set it. The only thing that didn't mesh well, I'm going to show you what it is, because I'm thinking maybe, in all seriousness, if I just I don't want to say don't set it. I'm thinking if I use a different powder, this might work better. But I went in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. And something about, well, all 3 of these really, There's something about this particular product that didn't mesh well with these two. I'm thinking it's because the Photo Focus is a thicker concealer. That might be why. It doesn't look awful, I will say that, especially now that I said it. It doesn't look awful. We're gonna stop there. I think maybe if I play around with it more, I will actually really like this. I'm glad this was $2. I love the blur stick. It's amazing. It has a nice finish, but it's not matte per se. It does blur well. Here's what I'm thinking. I feel like maybe if I do a different primer, this might work better. Because this foundation, I don't know if it's the fact that I used this foundation with a beauty sponge, but it's not super oily like most stick foundations I've come across. And it dries to the point where it almost feels like a powder finish. Now again, it does not, I'm going to do a side by side here. So it does not have a lot of coverage. It's my hand before. You know what? We'll do my tattoo. My tattoo. As you can see, it does not have a lot of coverage. Okay. Now, but as it starts to dry, it dries down to a pretty, like, almost like a powdery finish. Now we'll go in with this one. Again, just a little bit. And again, this one doesn't have a whole bunch of coverage, but it does have a smidge more. And this one is more luminous, as this one is more like, I don't want to say matte, more natural. It has a more natural finish. This one has a more luminous finish. They have about the same coverage. I just feel like if I went in with a different primer and then just use this stick, the blur stick, just to blur my pores, maybe if I went in like with this primer and then this just to blur, I might like it better. I will say this. These particular foundations, I don't think they really need to be set. While they're not super full coverage, they do have a nice little, they're nice and they're light. They don't feel heavy. They don't feel like I have anything on, really. It feels like I should have moisturizer on. That being said, stop focusing on my eyeshadow because it's awful. This blush. When I got this, I thought it was going to be exactly this, like a mauve color. But if you look, it has a sheen to it and it kind of goes gold. So, let me actually swatch. It is a nice color. I'm not gonna lie, it's very pretty, but it does turn gold. No complaints. Like, I actually really like it. That's a blush I can see myself using every single day. Do I dislike these products? No. Would I use these products again? Yes. Would I use them differently? Oh, yes. And I will say this, my bronzer on both actually blended out very nicely. When I first put the bronzer on this side, it went on a little patchy and I was like, hold on. But then I just kind of buffed it out and it blended effortlessly. I didn't think I would like either of these. And I like that this has sunscreen in it. I didn't even see that until just now. I really didn't see myself going, oh, wow, I found a new foundation. I found a new foundation. I do want to try it with other primers and see how I really feel about it. But I don't really have any complaints except this. I have complaints about this. I'm very upset that BoxyCharm sent me this. We're not friends right now, BoxyCharm. Okay. That being said, I'm going to call it a day. Because I don't want to go out in public like this, y'all. It look rough. Like, because I blended this side out with a beauty sponge and then went on top of it with a stupid thick concealer and then a powder, this side is very patchy. So I think if I use a different primer, I'll really like it. This side, though, I really like this. I didn't think I would, but I really do. Okay. I'm going to go. I'm going to stop rambling. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, go check your Walmart clearance section because I don't know if they're doing away with Flower Beauty, or maybe like Flower Beauty's having them pull everything because they're redoing something. I don't know, but I got all of this for, we'll say $9. And this is regular $12.98. This is regular $12.98, and this is regular $8.98, according to the sticker. I don't know how accurate that is. But yeah, even if it's not clearance, these are actually great products, especially this blush. I'm living for this blush right now. I'm excited to try this with a different primer, and same with this. Like, even if I don't end up using the foundation, I will end up using the matte blur stick or the blur stick, and like, that's a lot of blur stick. That's a lot of blur stick, just saying. Okay, so I will definitely be getting some more Flower Beauty products to try because that really excited me. But that is today's video. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and we can do more of these where I go into random stores and look at their clearance section and see if I can make something work, or we just try 2 different drugstore things. So yeah, we can try it. We can do a whole series out of this. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.